Ever stumble across like a life lesson in the most random spot?
Hmm.
Today we're diving into children's literature, which
Okay.
sounds kind of funny, but stick
Uh,
with me. It's the ending where Roxy, our main character, is with all her animal friends.
okay.
And they're kind of reflecting on this big journey they've all been on
Hmm.
and how it revealed some pretty deep universal truths.
I like that.
Yeah, so it's dawn, they're in
Uh,
a meadow, peaceful,
right, right. Like quiet contemplation after the storm has passed.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
And that really stuck with me. It's like the author used that quiet time
Hmm.
to let us really absorb these lessons alongside Roxy.
Yeah, and it makes you think like, where's that quiet time in our own lives, you know, to actually process things. But I'm getting off track.
No, but that's such a good point. We rarely hit pause, right?
Exactly.
But in the book, one of the first things that jumped out, at least for me,
Hmm.
was when Roxy's talking to Terry
Yeah.
about friendship.
Okay.
And it's deeper than just like, oh, be there for each other.
Yeah.
It was more like they realized their differences
Uh,
were actually what helped them
yeah.
get through all those crazy challenges.
It's like that saying, right? Two heads are better than one, but it's more than that. Because if those two heads think exactly alike,
Right.
what do you really have?
Totally.
It's valuing those different skills, different perspectives in any team.
And speaking of different perspectives, there's this part where Terry's talking about how like really listening and
Right.
understanding each other's viewpoints,
Yeah.
that was crucial. Like that's how they actually succeeded.
It's so easy to gravitate towards people who think just like us.
Right.
Makes life simpler.
Right.
But it's when we listen to those different viewpoints, even the ones that make us uncomfortable,
Mm-hmm.
that we start to, challenge our own assumptions, see things in a new light.
Like that part with the grumpy badger, remember?
Oh, yeah.
He was like the grumpiest.
He was a grump.
But instead of just like dismissing him, they actually listened and figured out
Yeah.
where he was coming from, and that like totally changed how they saw their whole forest,
Right.
like their whole world basically.
And it opened them up to a better solution too.
Oh, absolutely. And that kind of leads into this other big realization that Roxy has,
Okay.
which is that every single creature
Okay.
has something unique and important to offer.
Oh.
And she uses these examples, the ants with their tireless work ethic, the rabbits with they're so quick thinking, the wolves and their bravery.
And she even mentions the quiet wisdom of the old owl.
Yeah, oh, right. See, I even forgot about that.
Yeah.
But it's like she starts to see that diversity isn't just about, tolerating each other.
Yeah, it's not just you do you.
Yeah.
It's about actually recognizing the value that each individual
Right.
brings to the table. And I think, we can all learn from that.
100%. And I love how the story shows everyone, like even the tiniest ant, celebrating these lessons together, each in their own way. The ants nodding, the wolves are howling, rabbits are thumping their feet.
It's like this beautiful acceptance
Yes.
of their differences, but this understanding that they're all connected by these shared experiences, shared values.
Yeah.
It's like you and I, we might have different tastes in books or whatever,
Right.
but we connect over this idea that, even kids' books
Yeah.
can be surprisingly profound.
It's so true. And you see it with Roxy and her friends too. Like this shared understanding, it gives them so much hope
Yeah.
for the future. Like they know whatever comes next, they've got each other's backs, they can face it together.
And isn't that what it's all about? Like no matter what life throws our way, we can handle it as long as we have that support system, those shared values.
And knowing how to really value
Mhm.
all those different voices, those different strengths, all of it.
Yeah, and sometimes those lessons come from the most unexpected places, like
Right. Like a children's book.
a children's book, exactly.
Who knew? So next time things feel, I don't know, maybe a little overwhelming or uncertain,
Yeah.
think about Roxy's journey, about those lessons, and maybe revisit a favorite story from when you were a kid.
It's amazing what we can learn
It really is.
when we take the time to look. Yeah.
Absolutely.